Hi, I'm Susie, and I'm a housing officer at the Accord Group, which is made up of Ashram, BCHS, Karma Accord, Fry Housing Trust, Mosleyan District, Redditch Cooperative Homes, and domiciliary care provider Direct Health. As you'll be aware, from April this year, the government are making some important changes which will affect the benefits you receive over the coming months. If, though, you're over the age of 61, don't worry, this will not affect you. The following story is an example to help explain to you these changes. However, everyone's circumstances are different, so speak to your housing officer to check how the changes might affect you personally. Also, take a look at our calculator on the website, which allows you to work out how much benefit you'll be entitled to under the government's new rules. Mr. Pulowski is a single dad of 49 who uses a wheelchair since his car accident a few years ago left him disabled. He doesn't work and he manages on his own in his adapted 3-bedroom bungalow in Wolverhampton. Living with him are his 2 grown-up children, John, 30, who's just lost his job as a mechanic at the local factory when it closed down, and Christina, who's 19 and studying art at Wolverhampton University. Mr. Pulowski's rent is £109 and he gets help towards his rent from housing benefit. He gets the housing benefit payments himself into his bank account and he pays his rent to his housing association by payment card at the post office. But the benefit doesn't cover the full rent because he has adult children living with him. They're called non-dependents, and John has to pay £11.45 towards his dad's rent every week now. This amount will change from April 2013 to £13.60, so he needs to make sure he checks with the Department for Works and Pensions how much will be deducted from his housing benefit. Christina doesn't have to pay anything towards her dad's rent, as she's a full-time student and under 21. When the changes to universal credit take place, the amount other adults living in someone else's home need to pay towards the rent is going to change. It's going to be simplified to a single flat rate deduction called a housing cost contribution of £68 every month for each adult over 21, no matter how much the person earns. It will also mean full-time students have to contribute. So Mr. Pulowski needs to make sure he keeps in contact with DWP and keeps his full rent payments up to date to avoid getting into arrears. He also needs to make sure he tells his kids to give him their payments every week so that he can pay his rent to us in full and on time.